welcome back to Cooking Without Looking with my guest host, Anastasia Beaverhausen. So we're glad you're back. So Anastasia is actually, because in the original recipe for the balls, you can have an egg, and then you dip the ball in the egg, and then you roll it in bacon. But we think that we'd have salty balls. Wouldn't you think they'd be too salty?
I think they'd be too salty.
Yeah.
You want them to be, I think, pleasantly appealing for all palates.
Yes, not salty balls. And by the way, these probably aren't good for a person with clogged arteries.
Probably
And
not.
if you haven't got clogged arteries, you're going to have them after this. And the reason, why am I wearing my coat, you ask? Well, I was letting Jenny feel it, and I don't want her to touch it now because she's all potato-y.
Anastasia?
Anastasia, sorry, keep forgetting. Beep! We have to edit that, but we can't. We don't know how. So I'm wearing my coat because I had to show people because I just bought it, right? It was like at Giant Tiger, which is a low-end store, the GT boutique. But I was told what color it was and stuff, and it's all, and I feel like manly in it, like I'm going to go shoot some deer and cut some wood. So I just thought, $12. So I thought I'd just show you, because I bought that for myself for Christmas. And Anastasia hasn't seen it yet. We should have picked a different name. So, anyway, I love my coat. It makes me feel real butch. Get in the kitchen and knit me a sweater, bitch. That's how I feel. So, back to our balls.
Now, some of these feel really big, and I feel like I've handled them too much. Now, is it?
Oh,
will the
Anastasia
balls
Beaverhausen.
too tough?
It doesn't
if
matter.
we handle them too much?
Yeah, I think anybody, they're balls.
And I don't think we've gotten them all successfully rolled into the bacon.
No, I didn't want to actually roll them all because I wanted just.
That's right.
Yes.
I think you'd said that, and you know what? That just.
I have a little Christmas song with potato balls, la 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 la, potato balls. It's Christmas time in my kitchen.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
nice.
good?
That is nice.
Yeah,
Now, this one had to have been yours because it's a misshapen.
Well, you don't know where my balls have been.
No.
So if you just you don't have to make them perfect. So what we do next on this with the balls is we have the oven at 375, and you have to put them in the oven for 15 minutes. So you got to cook up the balls. And
now,
I imagine if you do choose to use the egg and roll them in bacon, then obviously you have to cook them because the egg would be raw. I put my hand on my hip again. So the egg would be raw, so it's best to... So they go in for 15 minutes until the cheese is oozing out.
Oh, that sounds good.
And I have to tell people, my Cooking Without Looking, if you know it, if you've seen them before, I usually come back, I pretend I'm making a salad, but Anastasia, are you feeling around?
I am.
You're just looking around?
I am.
So, you know me, I pretend I'm making a salad, but it's actually from a bag and stuff. But I gotta come clean. The potatoes were Betty Crocker, because I thought, I'm not cutting up potatoes and mashing them, so I got instant potatoes.
So you cheated.
But you would never know. They're just as good. So
now, when these
they're fake balls.
When these go in the oven, though, we probably want to make sure that we don't open the oven too much because we don't want your balls to drop.
No, well, if you're an experienced blind person, then you know how to carry your balls.
Okay.
Like not tip the balls.
Okay.
So
Are they glistening?
Well, they could be for Christmas with the bacon. We could. Your balls are glistening and bright. May all your Christmases be white.
That's nice.
Or blue balls if you use blue cheese, right?
Absolutely.
My hip again.
I like that.
So are we almost done for the oven here? Are you just about ready?
I think we're good to go.
Anastasia,
I'm trying to get these all kind of even.
By the way, Anastasia's up from Florida for Christmas. So she'll be at the in-law dinner that we already had that we're pretending we haven't had.
Now, my in-laws would get something special in the center of them.
Of their balls?
Instead of cheese.
Oh, what would that be? A rat poison pellet? They might be watching this,
That's true.
So you can't.
I was just thinking like an almond or something.
Oh, piece of rock. A Christmas ball?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we've got a real small one here. We've
That's
got
all right.
elephantitis.
Well, some people don't want a big ball when they're eating. They'll just...
Really, we've got ball envy. Okay. I think we're all set.
Yeah, so what we'll do, 375 in the oven for 15 minutes. Do you want to find the oven, Jen?
Okay.
Or Anastasia Beaverhausen?
Jesus.
How can I stop? I don't know. My memory's lost. Do you have the cookie sheet?
I do, and I'm holding it like...
So our cameraman, if you listen, he'll tap and you know where he is. Hear the tapping? So see that?
I feel knobs.
No, you don't need a knob. Below the knob is the door. So pull the door open. Oh, blind people, I tell you.
I know.
So have you got them in?
I'm very salty. Not yet.
Well, you're just a slow. You're blind. You're not 90. So I hope everybody's having a Merry Christmas out there. Oh, they're in.
We have to start thinking about New Year's Eve now.
Yeah. New Year's balls.
New Year's Eve.
Oh, the big ball will drop on New Year's.
This is true.
Yeah, in Times Square they have a big ball.
A big.
It's not a fully
sugary
loaded
ball.
ball though, like ours. So 15 minutes. I'll come
So
through
now,
here.
do you know how to set the timer?
I do, because it's my house, and see, I have bubbles. Feel over here, and then you'll see, because you're blind. Feel over here. Bring your hand. Where are you? See, I've got bubbles. Feel the bubbles?
Oh, I do.
So that's how I set the time, because the first bubble's the timer, so then the last one's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's all set.
Okay.
So we're ready. So we just take out our balls in 15 minutes, and where are you, cameraman?
Hopefully we've.
Oh.
If this were my house, I'd have to
Come
make
this
enough
way.
balls to feed the fire
Look at the
department.
camera. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. Hear the tapping?
I do.
Yeah. So smile and say, we'll see you back here in 15 minutes.
We'll be back
with our
after these words from
hot
our
balls.
sponsor.
Yeah. We don't have any sponsors yet, but we'll get some. Okay.